Okay, so Astro DJ is giving me Nature Boy. It's not King Cole song. I know it because I've had it before in reads. So I would expect if the read has anything to do with the song, the King of Wands or the Fool. And the King of Wands is Aries, and that's today's card, so he's done well already. So 31 is the Emperor. Let's see what we have. We expect to see Aries in the cards because we're in Aries. Aries energy. So we're looking for the synchronicity. We're looking to join the dots and figure out what they're trying to tell us. It's like a code that we need to break. And Elaine, thank you, because you fill in a lot of the gaps that with the astrology. So if you're looking at the Astro DJ message, also look at Elaine's comments when she puts them there, because she tells you, she matches up the degrees and the signs for me, which is really helpful. So it makes more sense of what they're trying to tell us. So here we go. What do we need to know for the 31st of March 2023, Spirit, please? Oh, there's the first one. So it's not urgent, this. As Elaine's told us in the comments yesterday, I believe, it's best not to do anything. So, unless the way is clear. There's some energy still hanging about. So, the Aries card is neutral, but it is in the reverse, which means lack of self-esteem, not feeling it, which is always a hindrance. And it's because we feel like we can't do this alone. What a load of rubbish. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet and grow up. 9 years is mentioned. Needing to find a way to do this yourself. Having faith in yourself. Taurus energy. So when we come into Taurus at the end of next month, it looks positive. Blessed 3 times. But you still have to choose what your path is going to be. Is it about material things like profession, success, etc., or is it about spiritual things? Because the two don't usually go together, I'm afraid. There's a book, so there's learning. It's marriages, friendships, schooling, study, but above all, it's faith and truth and honesty. Religion sometimes, neck and throat issues healed. It's Saturn energy. Taurus also rules with Leo Venus, which is about material things or love, your choice. Something is a heavy burden. There's no doubt about that. 10 days. You're carrying a heavy burden that may well not even be yours. 5 and 23 is positive. And then we've got Sagittarius energy, again about study, universities, but it's also acting in haste, repenting at leisure. sticking your head in the sand, not finishing things that you started. Having a lot of passion about something. Kids used to do that. You'd start them off at ballet or judo or whatever, and you'd buy all the stuff and then they get fed up of it. It's that sort of attitude. Those born in the year of the horse could be involved. It's learning some hard lessons. It's trying to find the balance. And in doing so, you're trying to please people. People pleasing, brushing things under the carpet, hoping it'll go away. It won't. 16 is negative energy. Arguments, accidents, losses within the home, electrical and water problems. And lack of self-esteem. Today's card, neutral. So you feel like you failed. Depression is getting the better of you. Medical issues maybe. I know I'm having some, Kristen's having some. A few of you will be. Hands, arms, shoulder issues in particular. Could be things to do with children and schooling, like I said, universities, or siblings. It's also criminal activity. Drug dealers and the like. Somebody that's pulling the wool over your eyes, or you wearing a false mask, pretending to be happy when you're not. You just got to have a little bit of faith, I'm afraid, is what Spirit's saying. So the 1 in 28 and the 16 are negative energy. If you lose hope and faith, there's no hope for you. So we can't do that. You may have lost the battle, but you haven't lost the war. Stand on your own 2 feet. Stop crying and stop crying over spilt milk. What's done is done. It's time to pull your socks up, as my grandma would say. So let's see. So we've got Gemini and we've got Taurus. Gemini is negative. And that Neptune in Pisces, which we know is negative. Yep, a narcissist involved. Somebody's searching for love in the wrong places. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, or anyone of a younger energy that's immature emotionally. Yeah, somebody's being used. There's no doubt about that. There's a loss of business, finances, security. Capricorn energy at its worst. Being shackled by material things. An older man, darker complexion, man in uniform perhaps, or it's someone who was once a friend, now a dangerous enemy, working against you. It can be a male or female Capricorn. If it's a cusp especially, it would be early Capricorn is Sagittarius, which we've got mentioned more than once, and late Capricorn is Aquarius. There's going to be conflicts, but you are going to half that load. So stand up for yourself. Yeah, it's going to cost you. There's no two ways about it. This sacrifice is material. 10 years is mentioned. The roots of the family or of the business, whatever it is, are not strong enough. It's a large loss. And there it is again. So it's massively important. The 5 or the 23, schools, teachers, religion, institutions, don't be a lamb to the slaughter. You have to have faith in yourself above all else. Taurus energy, massively important, positive. So, where's that Taurus and where's that Gemini? Elaine. 23 and 5, wherever you see those numbers. Now we've turned it around. Miracles can happen if you have faith. And stop being so down on yourself. This could be something or someone walking into your life. It could be something as simple as a new dishwasher that makes your life easier. There is something or someone coming into your life that is new. An energy even. Gemini energy, siblings, hands, arms, shoulders, healing, medical matters healing, no longer pretending. 1 or 28. Positive energy. Yep. Defend yourself at all costs. Stand up for yourself. A lot of ones here, a lot of passion, a lot of action needed. And you are protected. King of Swords. Doctor, priest, lawyer, someone professional or someone detached from the situation that can step back and see things as they really are without the emotion. Libra energy. A man, dark-haired man, or it can be a Libra of any gender. Libra Cuspa, early Libra is Virgo, late Libra is Scorpio. But there is something from the past to be revisited. Someone from your past, maybe that you fell out with, an old friend that's coming back, or issues with child abuse and children. It's a negative memory, childhood trauma. 6 months, it could be something from 6 months ago. Grandparents, grandmothers in particular, elderly mothers. Oh, don't be too full of yourself. What you believe can happen, though, will happen. Yeah, you reap what you sow, so in some way you've played a hand in this. But you mustn't compare yourself to others. You must realise that what's happening is happening for you, not to you. So reassess, reevaluate, get your ducks in a row and be ready for scaling down things, deciding what no longer serves you. Yeah, there it is again. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, weight gain, weight loss, hips and thighs, universities, studies, but above all, it's hard lessons learned. Addictions for some, there is some addictions here that we have to overcome. And it's not just drugs and alcohol, it's cigarettes, gambling, online shopping, whatever it is, it's your vice. Has to end. There could be a passing for some. It's very rare that it means that it's an end to pain, physical and emotional. Needs to take place. 10 weeks. It's a very dangerous place to be because something that's brought you to your knees is very freeing because nothing else can hurt you. That's it. There's nothing worse than that. Yeah, childhood memories again, childhood trauma, something from the past, from at least 6 months ago. Something or someone from the past. Gossip about children, maybe about the drug situation, or spending too much on the credit card, whatever it is. Oh, and there he is in the reverse. That can be a violent man. So this man is usually a good protector, but for some reason he's become violent. Something, possibly because of the drugs, the addictions. Again, it's the Libra energy. Someone who's confused at the very least and isn't thinking clearly. Perhaps because you're wearing a false mask and not being honest. So honesty above everything. 3 times we've got the Magician. This is massively important. Gemini energy, children, siblings, hands, arms, shoulders, medical matters. Somebody is deeply depressed. Somebody's wearing a false mask or pulling the wool over your eyes. At the very worst, it is criminal activity. 1 and 28. So they've doubled up on more than one card. Yeah. Heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. It may only be temporary, but a healing needs to take place. Somebody's been mortally wounded and now there's bickering. It may be because of the pain, especially if it's an illness. You becoming irritable and attacking the wrong people. So you've got to be careful with that. Patience. Don't be backbiting or bitching because you're not feeling yourself. That's not a good look. Oh, and there is the roots, you see, 28. And they've given us it 4 times now, 28, 28. Where is it? 28. 28. No two ways about it. So that 28, it could be degrees, it could be someone's birthday, it could be a door number, whatever it is. It is for some negative, for some positive. It's about your roots. And if there is the child abuse, then obviously your roots are negative. If there isn't, then your roots are positive. The 4th house is Cancer. It's about the home and family unit. So it looks like that's what we're talking about. There is irritability, there is arguments, unnecessary arguments. But there is also people brushing things under the carpet to keep the peace. Anything for a quiet life. That isn't going to work either. So, Four of Cups, it's refusing to accept something. Maybe you're blind to the fact that your child is hooked on some drug or, like I said, a vice. There are secrets here, hidden things. I love you as a certain dark thing is to be loved, in secret between the shadows and the soul. So your shadow side is getting involved here. And the 17 is your wishes and dreams. It's about socialising. And then Pablo could be important. Translated to Paul, maybe. Your question is rooted in the past. We've said that twice already. It's about your feelings and the way we are triggered, how we're touchy and emotional. Bad dreams, our soul's yearning. It signifies the home, the family, and the earliest phase of childhood. Even at the time shortly before birth, where we were still in the womb. It is the babe within the womb. It is cover that protects us from this world. The protector. Somebody's being unmasked, maybe. Maybe you give out this confident air, and in actual fact you're not that confident. You're quite vulnerable. This house represents nurturing and giving nourishment and safety. It symbolises mothering and motherhood, and also the father who is able to mother and nurture his offspring. So mum and dad was in it yesterday, not today. We've got dad, but that's neutral because it's today's card. The 4th house shows the beginning of the family and holds the memories of our ancestors. It represents putting down roots and foundations to everything in our lives, our heritage, our tribal affiliations. It's about the self. It's centered and grounded, but also likes to hide away. As well as caretaking, it also represents hidden treasures and a place to retreat. So you may need to find somewhere to retreat and heal. There is both gentleness and emotional rawness in the 4th house. Home and family issues will have some bearing on this. And as it represents your current environment, family members, where you live, real estate, land also figure in, and putting down roots or buying or selling a home. This is the predictor of a birth or a new member of the family, someone new coming into your life, 1st or the 28th possibly. A pregnancy can sometimes mean care for the elderly, definitely. The elderly female has been mentioned more than once. This card can also indicate the presence of angels and be directed by heavenly means. Events or appearances of persons from your faraway childhood may suddenly be relevant again. You may reconnect with someone and pick up just where you left off, even if it's been years since you've seen your friend. But remember, you may have had a falling out. Memories of the past resurface, even past lives, transforming areas of your present life. Depending on the situation, it can be uplifting and perfect or shattering to the core. These memories will change you and the way you view your life. Look for reunions and reconnections with persons from your past, such as grammar school days or even relatives you don't know very well or had long forgotten. You may dig up some fascinating news about your family tree. Inheritances may figure in, where you receive something that's been passed down to you. However, the home is the primary meaning behind this card. So buying or selling a house, adding on to a house, selling real estate and managing property, as well as creating a secure home base, all relates to your questions. You have to find someone you trust, obviously, to help with any repairs, renovations, etc. It's the house of dreams, manifesting, which is why we've got the magician, and magic. After all, the fourth house is lorded over by Lady Moon, mistress of magic and unseen wilds. It's now time to use your imagination to make things happen. What you think will happen is what will be. So, no negativity, or it will happen. As long as you don't worry or fixate, your magical intention will grow organically and prosper. And finally, whatever is being asked about may occur around the full moon. So we're talking again around, I think it's the 6th, isn't it? But that looks more like the 5th to me. So we shall see. Domestic affairs, mum and dad, ancestry. So you may find out something about your childhood that you didn't expect. But it is to bring this matter to an end. And they may come to you in your dreams. And what does that say? Manifestation. So again, we might as well say we've got the magician 5 times. Number 25, manifesting and having a plan. So have a plan in your head and work towards it. The more you focus on that plan, the more chance there is of it working. So don't give up. Finish what you started. The dream. So hallucinogenic drugs, like I said, magic mushrooms could be in on it for some of you. The art of dreaming your life into being. Here comes the point where you realise that we are the dreamers, and what you dream can manifest. Where do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? And if we can't picture where we want to be, how is the universe supposed to help you make it happen? There's a big difference between dreaming realistically and thinking over the top. Our belief that it can happen needs to be in aligned with what we want to happen. So having faith. If we dream about being a millionaire but believe it will never happen to us, then it won't. If we dream of how we feel with our perfect job, house or partner, for example, and also believe that it can happen, then it will. Manifestation happens when we dream about it as though it's already happened. Some have even been known to empty half of the wardrobe in the knowledge that this perfect partner is going to turn up on the doorstep. Because if you don't make room for the new, then how is it supposed to come in? We imagine ourselves in the present with what we want and we need to also feel all the emotions of having already achieved it. This is how we align our dreams, our emotions and our beliefs to manifest our desires. What are you wanting to manifest in your life? Do you know what it would look like if you had it? How would you feel if you manifested what you desired? What emotions would you feel? Take some time out to be as specific as you can. Do up a vision board or write out your perfect day as though it's already here. Make plans to achieve your goals and take action. You are the creator of your universe, so be creative and with what you want and let the rest flow to you. So it can happen, but it will never happen if you don't take action. One thing at a time. One little step towards your dream. That's all it takes. So, we'll have a look at the astrology for the 31st. It says nothing but the moon's in Leo, and we've got no mention of Leo whatsoever. So, for a change. Gemini again. So Gemini's been mentioned once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Communications, siblings, hands, arms, shoulders, medical matters. So Gemini moon, 4th house, which we've already mentioned, is the home and family unit, a house of Cancer. So the womb, the breasts, etc. Your immediate environment. Something is going on there where there is truths need telling. Being honest, especially about any addictions or issues that you have that need addressing. Because until they are addressed, you cannot move forwards. Cancer, stomach, breasts, home, ancestral line, the colour red, home, parents, childhood, inherited patterns, family curses that you need to break, environment, upbringing, and the womb. The Gemini moon, emotionally facile and fickle, flexible, moody, and intuitive. The moon in Gemini rationalizes feelings, represses emotions and needs, and dislikes routine, and does several things at once. So you're not focused, your head's all over the place. You've got to focus on something to achieve it. You've got to manifest it. Simple as that. The proper nagging about it. So we shall have a look at the numerology as well, I think. I might pop some up on the community tab. So we've got the tick in reverse. Call it a tick because I never remember what the names are. There's too many of them. I've got enough useless information in my head. So it's Lagos. It's about spiritual love. It's Njord and Nerthus, gods of safe harbours. And there he is. He wants to be the safe harbour, bless him. That Libra, Archangel Michael, so the name Michael could be important. But there's only so much you can do. So, Lagos is the rune that signifies deep spiritual love. It's particularly good omen to receive as an answer to a relationship question. Even if your love life is going through some stormy times, this rune indicates that you will come through the upheavals of these waves of emotion and will find safe haven once more. Lagos can also be regarded as a rune of travel, and I believe the song that's exactly what they're saying about travel. Over land and sea, says especially over the sea. Inner journeys are also signified by Lagos, which symbolises the depths of your soul. So you're going to have to go within and look at where you may be part of the problem. It may furthermore have indications of fertility, because it is one of the runes favourable to pregnancy. That I don't see. Situation here, there is something about children from a previous situation, possibly. And maybe that's what the argument's about, that somebody wants another child and somebody else doesn't. Traders, pirates, a path to wealth. However, it is in the sea. There is an ebb and flow. So we may be going through a dip. Remember that anything worthwhile is worth waiting for, and that all you need to do is have patience. Good fortune is coming. You may feel somewhat powerless when Lagos rune is drawn. Other people may seem to be making all the moves, comparing yourself to others, like I said. Other people seem to be making all the moves and you can only wait for your turn. Remember, this is a rune of good fortune and that your turn will come. There's an old saying that we ask for fair winds. Send fair winds they will, but you will have to hoist your own sails and make the most of it. This rune is overly emotional, so you need to step back, and disturbing. If you draw daggers in the inverted position, it could denote that you're being too assertive, demanding, I see that all over this, demanding immediate results in an aggressive manner, which is counterproductive because it's not happening, and it doesn't matter how many times you stamp your feet, it won't be. You may be cursing fate for some misfortune or drowning your sorrows in alcohol. Try to be more logical, exercise patience, and above all, be calm. How many times have they told us that? So, once again, if I've got time, I'll read the angel card. If not, I'll just show you it. I just need one card. I'm just going to pick one because we ain't got time to do all the buggering about. Just say yes. So there it is, yes. And you know what that means. The page is absolutely covered. Oh, you won't believe this. What page it is? Number 28. Just say yes, 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 yes. So in effect, they've given us 5 28s and 6 Geminis. Can't get any clearer than that. Communicate, 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 and say yes. Don't overthink things. And we'll do the same with the angel cards. We're just going to pick one. Forgive. Forgive and learn. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out and your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, or guilt. They will take your burdens from you, carrying that burden. When you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving, so open your heart and give love. I forgive myself and others to be free. There you are. Beautiful read. Spot on, Spirit. Thanks for listening.